Clive Cargill was born in South Australia in 1889, but he grew up in Dunedin and was in fact a great-grandson of Otago's founder, Captain William Cargill. He was educated at the Albany Street and Mornington schools and then became a fitter at the Hillside Workshops in South Dunedin. Clive was an enthusiastic member of local military units B Battery, the Engineer Cadets and the Hillside Pioneers, so it was no great surprise when he volunteered for overseas service in October 1914. He sailed for Egypt with the 2nd Reinforcements in February 1915 and was a sapper in the Divisional Signalling Company of the New Zealand Engineers. In April 1915, the Engineers joined the New Zealand Infantry in the amphibious invasion of the Ottoman-held Gallipoli Peninsula, landing at Anzac Cove on 25 April 1915. The sapper's job was to dig trenches and tracks and maintain communication links between the positions. This made them particularly vulnerable to Turkish snipers and shrapnel shells. Clive Cargill fell victim to the former, his wounding on 12 June being described in a letter from his commanding officer to his mother back in Dunedin.
Dear Mrs. Cargill, you will doubtless have heard by this time of your son Clive being wounded. It was with deep regret that I received the information this morning. His work was that of linesman on the telephone lines, and during his watch this morning one of the lines in the rear of our headquarters got broken. I sent him and another man down to repair it, and about 5:30 a.m. the other man returned and reported to me that Clive had been shot, presumably by a sniper, as there was very little fire at the time. Everything possible had been done for him, and he was removed to the hospital as quickly as possible. I tried to get his brother, but was informed that he had not left Egypt, so then sent word to his friend, Captain Waite. He only landed a few days before with my reinforcements, and his loss is very much felt, as he was very popular with the remainder of the section, and to me, he was a very valuable soldier, always ready to do any duty detailed to him cheerfully and well. I have known him for a number of years, and feel his loss keenly. I trust that he will soon be well again, and that you shall get continuous favourable reports concerning his welfare. It is almost impossible for me to get word, as he will probably be sent to Egypt. Please accept my deepest sympathy in this time of suspense. Yours sincerely, A.E. Alexander, Lieutenant O.C. Brigade Signal Section, Divisional Signal Company.
George Waite also wrote home about Clive's death.
He was sniped about 2 weeks ago. He just arrived here about a week before me. I was with him at Zaitun and later saw him at his work here. He was with the headquarters signallers, whose work is mostly telephone and telegraph. They do so many hours per day in the office and so many up on the upkeep of the lines. The day that he was hit, he was going along the main line making repairs. He had evidently done a repair and moved on when he discovered that he had left his pliers at the last job. While retracing his steps, he was shot through the side, about the groin and back.
Unfortunately, Clive died of his wounds on the hospital ship Cecilia en route to Malta on 15 June 1915, aged 26. He was buried in the East Mudros Military Cemetery on the Greek island of Lemnos.